Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Continuity Report for May 17th, 2025. It's Season 2, Episode 20. I am Mayor Watt. I run ohmtown.com. Sentient AI is not here. It's a time machine episode. Pretty dramatic one, too, since we've gone back 3 days. That's okay, though. We never miss an episode. Not yet. So today we're going to be talking about X-Files Reborn, live action Star Wars shows and movies, the best car movies, Apple TV's Wild Things, and Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Hello again, everybody. That was ohmTown's intro, and everything is powered by ohmtown.com. Go over there and become a citizen. This is the front page of ohmTown, and it gets updated periodically. Actually, it happens all the time. Every time you go there, it updates again. But you can go back in time. There are some articles left from 2021 and 2022. We're slowly removing those because they predate the existence of ohmTown publicly. I've been using ohmTown for 10 years, but only for myself. In 2022, I opened it up for everybody else. So you can go over there and become a citizen. Just sign up or sign in. It's really easy. And the 5 articles that we're going to talk about are all loaded up, but many of them are coming straight out of the Continuity Report channel, which is a section where we aggregate information into it. We have 50 channels. I'm thinking about breaking that barrier and going to 55 in time. Probably during the summer of stream, we're going to do it, but we'll see. We've got about 5 more that we're interested, 5 more topics that I'm interested in that I think other people might be as well. I know at least 2 of them are, but anyway, let's get into it. The first article is over in the Continuity Report. It's true, a brand new X-Files series is in the talks with a little bit of help from, it says, Marvel here. Screen Rant put the article together. Ambrose Tardive actually is the author of this article. Speaking with the off-panel podcast, Hickman explained, that's Jonathan Hickman, dropped a major bombshell during a podcast appearance last week. That's the Marvel writer, Jonathan Hickman. Explained that a deal between Fox and Marvel has allowed for characters from iconic Fox-owned properties to make their way into Marvel Comics landscape. So X-Files, I don't know how X-Files can exist within the Marvel's cinematic universe because there's no real mystical, supernatural blah blah. It's all comes down to basically things that we don't understand, but there's like aliens and stuff like that in Marvel, and we know it, and there's no cover up. So I don't quite I don't know. Anyway, what exactly is an X-Files X-Men crossover, or Mulder and Scully meeting the Fantastic Four might look like will remain wide open to fan speculation for the time being, but the likelihood of it happening in the next several years just went up. I don't even like this idea. I think X-Files is a franchise in and of itself, just like I think shows that are Friday the 13th kind of a thing, or Supernatural. They are all their own IP, bleeding over into Marvel just seems weird. So in fact, Mulder and Scully could be the human intermediaries in the next great Alien versus Predator comic crossover. The door is open to such things so long as Marvel continues to partner with Fox, granting them the rights to use these legendary characters. As Jonathan Hickman explained during his off-panel appearance, this agreement has been in place for several years already, and it's just finally starting to manifest in the comics. An X-Files comic at Marvel isn't guaranteed. Maybe X-Files as X-Files and not within the MCU. I don't know. I don't know how it'll work. It doesn't make any sense. They say the Predator franchise, Yuja, has already made its presence felt in battles against Wolverine, Black Panther, and currently Spider-Man, whether in the Marvel Cinematic or Marvel Universe, not Cinematic Universe, but Marvel Universe, or their own self-contained series. It would be thrilling to find out how Scully and Mulder would fare against the infamous extraterrestrial hunters. I don't think they should be. All right, let's keep going. This one's over in Non Sequitur News as well. All 18 live-action Star Wars shows and movies ranked. There have been 18 live-action TV shows and movies in the Star Wars universe, and they have ranged in quality from almost unwatchable to masterpieces. Andor, which just ended its season 2, is the best Star Wars story according to critics. Now, I haven't watched the last 3. I'm waiting, but by this weekend, I will have watched all 3. The article is over at Business Insider. Gabby Shaw put the article together. It's analysis by Gabby Shaw. So 18 is The Rise of Skywalker back in 2019. Has a Rotten Tomatoes score of 51. Critics and fans agree that the most recent, for now, Star Wars film is almost the worst in the decades-long franchise, or is the worst in the franchise. Unfortunately, they did not prove to be up to the challenge. Rise of Skywalker, in the 6 years since its release, 6 years already, has become shorthand for a disappointing finale. Yeah, it's dumb. So that was number 18. I'm going to just jump on down to number 1, which I suspect is going to be Andor. Yeah. Andor's writing is spectacular. The pacing is great. We really don't know just how evil everybody is. And to which extent the heroes, protagonists, antagonists are willing to go. We do know, though, well, that this is the step right before Rogue One. So the series, which ran for 2 seasons before its finale aired on Tuesday, follows the beginning seeds of the rebellion, which by the time we see it in A New Hope is a high-functioning operation. Of course, it didn't start out that way, and this is the nuts and bolts of it, Rogue One being another one of them. Number 2 on the list is Star Wars A New Hope. Number 3 is The Force Awakens, which I don't know. I think anywhere Saw Gerrera is, man, he chews up the screen. Just amazing. So I'm willing to bet anywhere Saw is, that's one of the greats. Anyway, number 3 is also Empire Strikes Back. Number 5 is Skeleton Crew, which I really liked. I hope that there's more to it, but I don't know. For anyone who says that the house that George Lucas built is out of ideas and has been picked clean, Skeleton Crew proves there's still meat left on those bones, says San Francisco Chronicle's Zaki Hassan. Yeah, I liked Skeleton Crew, but I'm not going to go through all of these. I'm going to let you all go and check them out. That said, I don't think The Mandalorian, actually, no, I think Mandalorian should be higher up, like closer to number 1. I really liked it. But Boba Fett stuff was just junk to me. I don't even know where any of that is. Is that even in here? So there's Solo. Yeah, the Book of Boba Fett, I don't think should be 15. I think it is the worst of them. I don't think that Boba Fett was portrayed correctly in this, but maybe I got it wrong. Maybe there's canon in there that makes him out to be whatever he was in this series. It kind of sucked, at least for me. Follows the assassin after he escapes from a Sarlacc pit in Return of the Jedi. When he became part of the Tusken Raiders. It says, through to his takeover of Tatooine's underworld, if none of that meant anything to you, it's best you skip this one. It would be great if not for the fact that it seemed to be a very, very soft Boba Fett. So anyway, I won't even go through the rest of them, but there you go, folks. That's my hot take. The next article is over in Four Wheel Tech. That's a show that we have on Sundays. These are the best car movies according to the readers of Jalopnik. The article is put together by Amber Da Silva over at jalopnik.com. Ford v Ferrari is in the list. Gone in 60 Seconds, Grand Prix, Gumball Rally, which I think is awesome, Cannonball Run, which I think is spectacular, John Wick, which I think is fun, but it's not really a car movie so much. It's a movie about a car being stolen, I guess you could say that. Sure. Cars is in here, which is fun. It's a fun kids film, but it's not really about cars. It's about cars, but not cars. It's meta cars. And then National Lampoon's Vacation, which I think is spectacular and actually led to a solution for a project that I am working on. And then Ronin. Then Duel. Then these are the car-related movie mistakes that really bother you, and I'm not going to go through those. I'm going to let you check them out on your own. I have not watched Duel, I don't think. I'll have to check it out. They say they're going with their mom's favorite movie, Duel, and it's a twofer, Peterbilt and 71 Plymouth Valiant. It's such a well-made flick with iconic vehicles. We used to watch that on many a Saturday as a kid, and I still love it, says Razor X. But yeah, I've never seen it. Ronin I've seen. National Lampoon's is kind of National Lampoon's Vacation is pretty much the thing that I would put up as Duel, right? Like, I would watch this regularly, and it's so much fun to watch time and time again. All right. Well, anyway, that's it for that article. Let's go on to the next one. Jude Law and Andrew Garfield bring magic and mayhem to Apple TV Plus in Wild Things, transforming its hit podcast Wild Things, Siegfried and Roy into a star-studded limited series that follows the meteoric rise and tragic fall of the legendary illusionists. The article is by Amber Neely over at appleinsider.com. And so, yeah, it's going to be Siegfried and Roy, Wild Things Siegfried and Roy podcast, which is being turned into, it says the titular illusionist. I love being able to say titular during an episode of the Continuity Report. The series will star BAFTA Award winner Jude Law, known for roles The Young Poe, Star Wars Skeleton Crew, as Siegfried. Tony Award-winning Andrew Garfield, known for roles as Under the Banner of Heaven and Tick, Tick, Boom, to play Roy. And Wild Things follows the iconic duo's attempt to transform Sin City into a family-friendly destination. Their success was later overshadowed by controversy, culminating in a 2003 tiger attack that ended their careers. One more than the other, I suppose. Yeah, so there you go. I don't know how much of a hit this will be, but if the podcast is anything to go off of, I still don't know if it'll be a hit or not. The next article, and the last one for today's The Continuity Report, is Star Trek Strange New Worlds. Returns on July 17th. Way too late. Next month, this time. God, this is killing me. Third season of Star Trek Strange New Worlds finally drops July 17th. It's been around 2 years since the Paramount Plus exclusive was last on the air, and I've been paying for Paramount Plus all along. I don't know why. Gotten a juicy trailer from upcoming season, and Paramount Plus just unveiled a cool poster to advertise the release date, and it shows all of the main characters wandering through, well, a strange new... Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, Lawrence Bonk over at Engadget.com put the article together. 2 long years. You know what they need to remake? Gilligan's Island. I think that they need to remake Gilligan's Island. In all of its misogyny and sexism and all of that kind of stuff, it's really a combination of empowerment and belittling and all kinds of stuff. I mean, just the social processes that take place on an island where it is only you, and you have to make up the rules, and you have to basically prevent yourself from going Lord of the Flies kind of a thing. I think that it would be great to have something like that, particularly nowadays. So, looks like a great poster. I got a project going right now. I would love to be able to put this on my new product, but no way in hell am I going to do that, other than maybe to highlight the fact of what I can do as a sample and not sell it as a product. But my God, I have something that is so cool. Anyway, of course, as the show gets closer to the events of the original series, more familiar characters have been popping up. Kirk has been all over the place, and same goes for Scotty. We've even gotten Cybok, Spock's half-brother, who will one day lead the crew on a search for God in the critically reviled Star Trek V, The Final Frontier. This looks closer to Army of Darkness than anything. Or Clue. I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's our last article for today's continuity report. Was there continuity? I don't know. I reported it. See you soon, everybody. Bye-bye.